in charge.
It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and you're watching the Big Detecting Show!
If you love metal detecting, you'll love Treasure Hunting magazine. Each month, we bring you a brilliant mix of real-life stories, expert tips, amazing finds, and all the inspiration you need to get out and enjoy the hobby. Written by detectorists, it's packed with useful info to help you read the land, improve your finds, and figure out what you've discovered. Whether you're just starting out in the hobby or you've been detecting for years, there's something for everyone. To subscribe to the UK's favourite metal detecting magazine, visit treasurehunting.co.uk today.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining the Big Detecting Show. If it's first time here, you're entitled to the best things about metal detecting. And we have Dave showing us a fire. Where are you, David?
All right.
Very
I
pixelated.
was taking my tablet. Sorry, I am at the Rodney Cook Memorial No Frills Rally in Hungerford, or near Hungerford, in Plact. The place is the best name I've ever heard of a place, and I love it. But can I reveal the name of the actual location? Ham. I like ham.
You like
In fact,
ham?
It's ham spray, but I can't say what I thought a ham spray was.
And who have you got with you, Dave?
At the moment, there's Mr. Steve Real, a.k.a. Spanish, and just over my shoulder here, Jelly Morgan.
Oh, Jelly the detectorist. She's very well known in these circles, and she's at Rodney Cook this weekend, which is all cool.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I just dropped a whole plate of chicken curry and chips on the floor, and the plate cracked, and it went everywhere, up the walls, up my green screen, and everywhere. So
what you're saying is, Mr. Tumble had another mishap.
Yes, but I wasn't injured, apart from a bit of curry in the eye. But yeah,
which could come back to haunt you later.
Those who are watching the show tonight, we're on every week, Thursday, 8 o'clock. And thank you if you're new to the show for watching. But it is full of antics, craziness, and people live in the field, which you don't often get on a YouTube show. And
metal detecting.
Yes, and we get to know the inside story before you go out on your rallies. So Dave's at Hungerford RCM with Jelly and Steve. So what is the land like?
I've got jelly in my hand here. Got a jelly baby. The land, well, the field that we're on, it's a lovely green pasture. It's not the same field as we were camping on last year at the No Frills, but it's about 3 fields over. Gary's not here at the moment. He's had to take some guests back to their abode for the evening. But I think from what I was told last week, some of the fields are the same, although they've had obviously deep plough this past year. And also there's quite a few new fields. There's one field in particular. Quite a lot of people were on about it last year, and myself included. Where the Marshall's tent were, if you look to the left, there's a ridge, and I'm think I'm right in saying it's Ridgeway, the old ancient pathway across Wiltshire. And a lot of people were interested to do it there, but we couldn't do it last year because of things that were on the field. They didn't get it all sorted in time. But I was told last week that we would be able to hit that field this year. So I think a lot of people will be very interested in that.
But I think also, Dave, there's some new fields as well, isn't there, which haven't been detected on?
Yes, there's quite a few fields. I don't believe what he's doing here. Got Steve's had a fire. You know, you could take him out of the. Steve, can you? Yeah, we're all sorted now. It's quite windy at the moment, as well, as you can tell. I'm hoping the sound and everything's all right, and you're not getting the wind or whatever. But it's most windy at the moment, and obviously the weather over the weekend is supposed to be picking up a few knots. And children,
Sorry.
they're professional.
Sorry.
I'm only joking, by the way. Professional. The weather for the weekend is looking a bit rainy. We've got Storm Amy coming through, which is hitting Wales and Scotland in particular. That's why Jelly's obviously here. So obviously I've got a lot. What's up with the other? We've got the weather coming through. Might hit the edge of us. We've got rain forecast, but it is changing all the time. But at the moment, it's a lot windier than it was last week at Kemble. Which, what a dig!
Yes, I think, as with a lot of the RCM digs, they seem to be bringing up a lot of history. And I'd be interested who in the chat who's going. We've got a lot of people in the chat tonight. Carlos, Stephen Brain, Dean McAvady. Glad I sorted that out for you, Dean. Chrissy Detects. Hello, Chrissy. I think you're next to us.
Dean,
The big
Dean, who's
detecting
your daddy?
show.
Dean,
Yeah.
who's your daddy? Come on.
Dean, who's your daddy? McVaddy, Stephen, Nick Berry, Heartbeat, I think he's linked to. Graham Dempsey, I think Graham Dempsey might be there this weekend, if I'm wrong.
Graham will be down on Saturday and Sunday. I had the pleasure last weekend at Kemble of actually detecting with Graham for the first time, and it was delightful.
Valley Rallies, hello very much. Philip Wills, Chrissy. Well, there's just a lot of people in the chat tonight. Crikey. I've got something to say tonight, talking of rallies. I know I haven't told you this, Dave.
Thanks again, mate, with your secrets.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be metal detecting around a castle in a couple of months. And I'm going to be staying in the castle. And I don't know if Jelly knows about this because it's near her. East of England rallies have got the biggest, bestest metal detecting event locally for me. Metal detecting around a castle. Oh, she's whispering. What's she saying?
I said, what's it called? And she went, I don't know.
I was just showing
East of England rallies. There's a castle.
We should get Cheryl back on the show sooner rather than later.
We should, definitely, because Cheryl is a lovely woman and they've been doing rallies since 2001 or 1991. I got it 1991. So they've been doing rallies for years. And the last rally I went on with Cheryl and Julia and Evan Hart, I think 250 hammers were found from 9 o'clock in the morning till 11. 250 hammers. But anyway, I'm going to be detecting around a castle in Essex. I'm staying in the castle. Kindly, thank you for Cheryl Dawes. The East of England rallies, they're going to nail it this year for something which I think is going to be really special. Middleton Castle, James, Eagle Eye DJ, who's part of the treasure hunting team, and I'm so looking forward to that. That is going to be a rally. And to top it, next weekend, I'm going to be with you streaming live from Dunkirk. How cool's that?
Oh, yes, you are. Forgot about that.
Me and the retarded one.
Can't say
that. Special needs?
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah. Going to be in Dunkirk next week. So watch the show. And heart goes out to Nick West, bless him, who had a heart attack in the field.
Nick's doing all right.
And ended up in hospital, who watches the show. So hats off to him.
And a reminder, Nick asked us to remind people, we did say it last week, but if you are going into the field, make sure people know where you are, who you are, etc., etc. So you can at least communicate with people if you do go missing. Personally, when I go out with Shane and Steve and that, we've got walkie-talkies. We never actually take them out the van, but we've got them.
Yes, well said, David. Well said, David. So you've got a lady behind you.
Yes,
Lady
this is Steve.
Jelly. No, Lady Jelly.
We have.
Hello.
Bring her in the hot seat, Dave. Go on, swap seats. Get Jelly on the big screen.
Is it not?
Right. She's on a... If I try getting up here, there'll be a nasty accident. I'll end up in the fire.
I'm sitting on a cool box.
So, Jelly, what...
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So, you're quite new to the hobby in compared to me, Dave, Steve.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Rodney Cook rally and how many have you been to?
I've only been to one. My first Rodney Cook was last year, the big Rodney Cook, and I loved it. It was amazing, and I'm really excited to be back to one of the No Frills. I'd booked on the No Frills last year, but I wasn't able to go, so yeah, I'm super excited to be back. And I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody. Loads of friends coming tomorrow, so it'll be good to catch up with them. And yeah, let's see if we can find some roman. Would be quite nice.
And you've got a friend from other parts of the world coming over, haven't you?
Oh no, I spent the day hosting my friend from Australia.
Oh right, okay.
He's not here though. He had to go
back to Australia.
Not back to Australia.
Oh, okay.
Up to somewhere.
And did he enjoy detecting in the UK?
He did. Yeah. Find loads. They get quite excited about things that we think are normal. So like George III coppers and stuff. They think they're obviously they don't find many of them. So. Yeah.
To the nice person who's just texted me to ask me if I've lost my hat. I've done my van out this week and I've been slicing and dicing my van because it hurt last week, so I can't find things. Sorry. Love you.
Right. On that note, talking of Dave's hat, Cheryl Dawes, good evening, Cheryl. There's a lot of comments in the chat tonight. Jelly, what's your favourite cake?
Oh, what's my favourite cake? No, I do like these. I'm a fan of these, but I actually prefer Colin Caterpillar cakes, the little ones, and you can just eat the 5 of them in one go, one after the other.
She's all right, isn't she?
Good call. Good call.
Play game.
Do you know it's not the fire, it's the products being put on the fire are all green and it's making it smoke.
No, these are not green. These are.
So
before as I was preparing for this show, Steve decided to go foraging for fuel for the fire, and has an abundance of products for the fire.
Hence the smoke.
We walked down to the local pub to have something to eat, and he found a pallet on the way back as well. He doesn't look proud about it, by the way.
A pallet?
A pallet? A wooden pallet?
It was in the road.
Yeah.
It was in the road, and it's now, well, it's gone now.
Yeah.
So, Jelly, what machine are you using tomorrow based on, well, you don't know the fields, but what machine are you going to use?
What machine do you reckon she's going to use? Manticore.
No, I know.
I'll go
Days two.
Days two.
It's always the Days 2.
I'm with the Days too.
I think most people know, my Manticore is just an expensive hat rack at this minute in time, and I really need to decide.
You're a very, very confused female, aren't you? You're Scottish, living in England with a Welsh hat on.
Oh yeah, I like my Welsh hat. Yeah.
I was just about to say that. She's Scotch and she's got a Welsh hat.
No, she's not Scotch. Scotch is a drink. She's Scottish.
I like saying Scotch because it upsets people. It's a lot of comments in the chat. Forget me if I've missed them. If anyone's got a question about tomorrow or this weekend at Rodney Cook, please put it in the chat and I'll post it up for Jelly to answer.
No pressure.
We are waiting for Gary to. I say I had the surprise, but somebody tipped me off last week. There's a guest all the way from the USA here with his partner, wife. I'm not 100% sure. Matt from Digstock, who we had on the show not long ago. Matt's. I thought you'd pause then. Matt's over here with his partner. Come to the weekend's event. Obviously, he's tying up with Gary. Gary's going to be going over to Digstock events, as I think other people might be going, and other people are invited, but are still trying to go to America in March. Wow, he's like 11 foot tall. 11 foot.
Dave, how do I put the live chat in the window?
Hold on. Seems to have disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it? Comment. Is that it? Yeah, I've done it. It's on.
No.
Yeah, it is. That little box at the bottom. There it is. See?
Oh.
You're welcome. You know, I'm
Derek,
working on a bloody Samsung a Google Pixel bloody something or other, and I can do it. You've got the power. What have you done now? What are you doing?
That's better. Yeah, that's really good. Anyone got any questions? The camping field, I've seen where people are camping tomorrow. Looks
done you a
really
video
nice.
earlier, didn't I?
Yeah, so normally it's like stony ground, but it's
lovely,
nice.
lush green pasture with loads of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure what variety.
Yeah. So, hello,
I've got to go out with my camera and do looking.
So, I think it's going to be ideal to camp.
Now, don't forget this. For those of you who didn't attend the first one of the year and the second one of the year, this is a no frill, so everything's stripped down. You take your rubbish home. There's toilet facilities. Last week there's a burger van and a bar, small burger van, which, you know, suited the amount of people there perfectly. Stock up with all the things that you need. Make sure you've got everything, and you'll have a fine time.
Derek Sherwin, plenty of temp pegs.
Oh, I have many.
Very good comment. Ooh, laptop. Stephen Brain, yes, take your own water because there won't be any bursars there.
Yeah, so, I've got about 20 litres myself, so.
Chrissy detects. Hi, Chrissy. How many detectorists?
Adrian can give you a better idea than me. Roughly.
Over 500. Jim painting. Do you know what I love? Last week's show, Jim. I hope you're okay, mate. And are you going, Jim? Because we'll have to meet up. Jim painting was painting his house last week, which is really good. No, it's more than 501. It's quite a lot, actually. I'd actually say it's the biggest.
It's RCM Mr. Tumble making an appearance.
I am.
But you're only coming for a short period, aren't you?
Not really.
What? You're coming back Saturday morning and going home Sunday morning? I'm here now until Sunday.
Are you going, Adrian? Yes, Steve called. I am going. I had some altercations at home regarding the stairs, my toes, my back. But I will be attending early Saturday morning into Sunday. So if you want me
Can I just say about Mr. Cord, and Mr. Cord might not appreciate me saying this, A, what a lovely bloke he is generally, but also Mr. Cord's birthday was last week.
Mr. who?
Cord, Steve Cord.
Oh, is he 60? Oh,
60. Because I phoned you to tell you.
Oh, bless him.
60. You don't look 60.
Stephen Brain, there were 650 last week.
350 says there.
Yeah, there were more than that because I see I'm like the god of tickets and I see who checked in. There's a lot more than that. Stephen, James Barnes, have you been
imbibing? James, he's a lot different class than we are. He says big words.
Anyway,
he's university. So
this is the last RCM No Frills, and I think it is going to be a cracker. I think
last one ever.
Going to come. No. It's the last No Frills in theory, and I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. As if the last No Frills was all of them have been amazing. Everyone's gone home with a good find, and if
there were some fantastic finds last week.
If you haven't found a treasure above the ground, below the ground,
you hear that?
Found it above.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
There's an owl in the tree next to us.
Oh.
He's going squeak.
Female, that one is.
Female one, Steve said, because he thinks he's bushcraft kid.
So I can't
Anyway,
believe
last
you
week,
did.
some fantastic finds, Adrian.
Yeah, go on, tell us.
I saw a lot of units, silver units. I saw Roman coins, Roman fibulas. I found it odd that I didn't see as many modern coins as you normally would. As Jelly said earlier, your George III's and such like. I didn't see many personally whatsoever, but there's so many things coming up. I think there was some bits of gold. I know that Blaze Lewandowski, Blaz Edge Lewandowski, apologies, he had a nice piece of gold up. It was all squashed and what have you, looked like a posy ring. And obviously, I left on the Saturday because I had to take the boy Sadler home. There was a hell of a lot still coming up Sunday. Yeah, loads of things. As I say, a hell of a lot of Roman, what they called? Fibulas.
Nice iron
Adrian.
brooch come up as well. Don't they?
Apparently, a nice Iron Age brooch came up as well.
Oh, top man. I'll just put that in the chat. Will that way. Jelly, are you managing to understand Adrian's strange Southerners accent? Southerners?
I'm pretty
Southerners?
much Southerner anyway. I've been there long enough.
To be fair, well,
What did
Adrian
she say?
meets up with Jelly at least once a month at Julian's clinics.
Yeah.
He's not a doctor or anything, but he just has clinics and has a look at your piles and such like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm quite good at that. Jelly's clear. She's okay. She's not got any medical problems. Although there's a few areas I'm concerned about after the medical. But Jelly, what are your hopes for this weekend? What is your bucket list stuff for finds?
So the thing outstanding on my bucket list for this year is a Scottish hammered coin, which I highly doubt I'm going to find.
Okay,
But I've quite
we move on. Yeah, get rid of it. Yeah, I'll get rid of that.
Hi. I'd quite like to find a Roman silver. I've not had one for a while, so a Roman silver would be nice.
A what? Get rid of it, Adrian. Get rid of it.
So
or a Celtic silver.
Well,
Or a Celtic
silver
silver.
dinar.
were you on this
Yeah.
one last year?
No.
So in the field, I'll show you in the morning where it is, but the field adjacent, which I don't think we got, there were a load of gold status coming up, weren't there, Adrian?
I'd like one of them, but that's asking too much, isn't it?
Well, you've got to aim high, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, we just Neil Spencer in the chat. He's leaving his alarm set for tomorrow morning. 5 to 6 hours drive from North Cumbria.
Big travel. Oh.
Once you're on the M6, Neil, it's one road basically. M6, M5, 8419, M4, and then jump off here. Simple.
Oh, James Barnes, Dave.
Was that last week, James?
Yeah, I think it was.
And was it where I told you it was going to be, James? Please say yes. Please. Adrian, I've got a metal detecting question. Has there been an additional machine released by Mine Lab on top of the Vanquish?
Yeah.
I know Steve told me about this on the way down.
I don't know. It's a monster. Might be gold. Yeah. So it might be a gold monster machine.
Oh, a gold machine. So it's not generally for the UK market.
Yeah, well, it is, but it's not. Well, I don't know.
Which means you do.
No. I think Mine Lab are quite clever in how they launch things. Hence the National Gallery the other week or a couple of weeks ago. It's a monster. So it could be a gold monster, which is predominantly for Australia, Africa.
Well, if you look at your Greek mythology and such like, your Manticore's a monster, so could be a Manticore too, Electric Boogaloo.
It could be. what I'd really like to see is a CTX 4040 with AI and everything in it. That's like £2,000, £2,500. That's what I'd like to see.
I didn't have the pleasure of a CTA. I actually saw one last week. Somebody came to Sid for some advice, and Sid was like, "No idea." I went, "Well, if Mr. Tumble hadn't fallen down the stairs, he could have helped you." But
well, yeah,
it was meant to be.
I think CTX is due an upgrade, and the Manticore is the Equinox Pro Buster, whatever. But I think it'd be nice to see CTX machine.
Yeah, he disappeared. He was going that way, and I've told him he has to stay on camera, even though he won't speak.
There's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
Steve, are you looking forward to the detecting weekend?
Can't wait, mate. Can't wait. Really am.
You were like a child on the way down.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to stop for him to have several wees.
That's because I know I was going to be drinking with you, Dave. Excited about it. Can I keep up?
Don't drink. Not nothing. 2 pints in the pub, man. What's up with you? Adrian, don't ever play poker. Adrian's gone.
Is he actually gone?
It's probably. He might know he's still out there. So while he's faffing about picking up his broken plate and curry off the floor. Yeah. I don't actually, as I say, last week I had more of an idea about the fields and such like because I saw the sign on the Thursday night before the show. And I've not seen one. It hasn't been put up yet because everybody's been busy doing all the field stakes and stuff like. And the chip shop, nobody realised. If they'd have asked me if me and Steve wanted chips, instead of us going to the pub, which I would have had very much so, and then they realised that it was cash only at the chippy, which I did tell Steve that because I went there last year, and he ended up at a Chinese having Chinese chips, which is just wrong.
No,
if they'd have asked and listened and offered, drove myself.
I like Chinese chips. They're different. They're like got a hard coating.
So you like deep fried oven chips
on the floor,
off the floor, with curry on the floor.
Yeah. I was going to ask one question, which a lot of people are watching tonight live, is, and I think deep down, you guys at the RCM rally, and everyone's sitting there thinking, "Oh, I'm going there tomorrow afternoon or 11 o'clock, and there's a field to metal detect on from 1 o'clock." Have you guys detected the fields?
As I say, we're in the same location as last year. Some of the fields are the same as last year, but I don't know. I know there's a lot of new fields, but I don't actually know.
But we've not detected them today.
Oh no, there's nothing been detected today. Me and Steve got here. We set up a base camp, put a load of ribbon out to old places for Chrissy and Ricardo and everyone. But you know, other than that, there's nothing bad. Well, at last week's RCM, Adrian, there was no detecting in the camping field then, so I'm pretty sure it'd be the same on here as it's pasture.
Yeah. I think we're trying to make it small. We're quite fortunate to get on the permission early, along with Jelly and Steve, but we're trying to tell people that it is a good rally, and we don't mock it, do we? We don't mock it. We're not taking a mink.
No, not at all. You know, we've come down today. We can see what the fields are like from walking down to the village. Me and Steve, we could see what the locale was like from that, and it's bang on in it, mate.
Yeah, lovely.
Nice old houses down there.
Some beautiful places, beautiful old houses. In fact, the photographs in the pub of olden times, the one of them looked like a mass murderer who killed the rest of the kids, but that's a different matter. We don't know if that actually happened.
Yeah.
But from the locale, from the fields from last year, they were bang on. From the fields walking down today, they all look absolutely bob on. Us coming down today, there's only ourselves and the marshals that are here at the moment. They come the day early, set everything up. The tents are all sorted. So tomorrow morning, you know, the traders can come on, the likes of the bar and the sandwich van and what have you. And then from 11 o'clock, they make sure everything's ready and fit for purpose so everybody can come on safely and find a location to camp safely.
So what's the temperature like there and wind, Dave? Is it okay?
It's died down at the minute. It was about 14.
Yeah, 40 miles, 50 miles an hour.
Earlier.
Quite blustery.
Temperature at the moment, I reckon, must be about 13, 14 degrees.
I'd say it's about 8.
He reckons 8. I say 12. So about 10.
So
Jelly from Scotland, so she'll know.
I'm not that cold.
Well, yeah, no.
So he's
Steve
like
Cord.
here.
Steve Cord said, "Is there a pub close?"
Yes,
Dave?
it's about a 10-minute walk, Steve. And they sell Hawkstone Lager. And it was about £6.40 a pint.
What?
That about £6.40 a pint, and it was a la carte menu pub. It was very, very well. In fact, the rest of the rest of the clientele that were in there were all tweeded up and worked on the estate locally and not doing shooting, because there's a big shooting event this weekend here as well. So it was very, very well to do and popular pub for the locals. The Crown and Anchor did a very nice fish and chips and a very nice pint of Hawkstone. And Steve had a ribeye steak,
which was lovely.
Southern Princess.
And Jelly, what have you had for tea?
Dry chips from the Chinese. They just had salt on. Yeah.
Oh.
I was very jealous of Gary. I was very jealous of Gary Cook's crispy chili beef.
Well, he has his own private chef. Where is Gary?
He's in the tent. He is coming. He is coming.
He did take Matt and Jess back to their abode for the evening earlier, but Steve's gone to see these. Don't fall over, Steve. Don't get lost, mate. It's a big place, big field.
I don't think a lot of people know that Gary Cook has his own private chef, masseur, and everything at the rallies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
In fact, Nick Berry had his own private masseur last week.
Yeah, well, you know, Nick Berry's like
Nick Berry and Sid, they had their own Polish masseur, and I was very jealous.
I do get one of them.
Out of interest,
Really don't want one.
Jelly 4 hours ago messaged me and said, can I come on the show tonight and go to RCM? And I said, yeah, I'll sort it out. And I spoke to Gary. Gary, when I phoned him and said, is it okay if Jelly comes, was fitting the toilets, the chemical toilets. He was driving around fitting the toilets. So Gary Cook isn't the man who you think is like a pamplemousse of the hobby. He's actually in there doing it, and he was on speakerphone going fitting a toilet, not doing anything.
That wasn't fitting the toilet. I can hear him. He's coming.
Here he is.
Here he is.
Gary.
Just warming my cockles and fire.
Steve will make it, rub it and make it bigger for you.
Yeah. Where am I?
Right, I'll move. You're here.
Oh.
Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow if you come in.
See you in a bit, Jelly.
Bring cake for Jelly.
Jelly, if
hold on.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
There you go.
Here's Wayne. Dave, can I nick one of your cake?
Oh, I do.
I'll do. You're all right. But Wayne Rowland's here as well, and
Mike.
Oh,
Mike the quad.
Get Wayne and Mike in.
Best cakes ever.
Morning. Evening.
Wayne, Adrian wants to say hello, so you have to come and say hello. Mike's making his debut here now.
Hi, Adrian.
You all right, Wayne?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, all right, mate. I'm a bit concerned because Gary's shy for words.
I think he's all talked out after last week.
Get in, mate.
You all right, Wayne?
I want everyone to meet Mike.
He's nice and warm.
This
Hello,
is
mate.
Mike. Mike's a legend.
Hello, mate. All right. How
No,
are you?
Mike and his bike.
That's the one. Yeah. I'm the quad. He's the one who gives you all the water. Yeah. Go around the site with the water. Yeah.
Top bloke, Mike. RCM. Oh, look at. Oh, bless him. Look at Wayne sitting in the background.
Come on in, Wayne. Come and huddle up, mate. Another chair. Oh,
So
look, he's doing his ghost
Gary-
impression. Like, yeah.
Gary, tell us how good this weekend is going to be compared to the other fantastic weekends you've had.
Yeah, last weekend was brilliant. It was, everything went off with a hitch, but without a hitch. Apart from obviously we had well, there wasn't any trouble. It was fine. It was all sorted out. It was we had a
Miscommunication.
There was a miscommunication with someone who actually didn't have any right to say what they were saying. But anyway, I don't want to overcomplicate. I don't want to go too much into it. The RCM have a contract with the landowners, and I had the chief executive call me on Monday to apologise and said, you're exemplary. It was a fantastic event, and we're all proud of you, and you've done a brilliant job. And don't worry about anything; it's all been sorted out in house. They said we were very embarrassed with some of the things that were said to us by someone, but they were just absolutely proud of how the rally was. And yeah, it happens. You do these events, and sometimes you have you get the odd one who seems to think that we weren't. Yeah, I don't know really what else to say apart from the fact that everything was fine our end, and the estate were absolutely over the moon. In fact, the estate manager was so impressed with what we did. He's coming on Saturday to this event to put his head round the door of his son and to have a go at metal detecting. So there you go. So fantastic. Yeah, so it's all fine.
I think Gary, after the last two RCM No Frills, this one is very popular.
Yeah, well,
me and you have spoken, and the demand on it, we've upped the tickets. I think this one, without a doubt, is going to be the biggest No Frills that we've ever had.
Yeah, this estate here are just amazing. We've got probably 12 new fields that we didn't use last year, and about 4 fields that we used last year. Some of the fields that we were going to use, we had last year, are in maize, and the maize is, for some reason, the oilseed rape, I should say, it's grown too long. But he gave us an extra field to compensate, which is bigger than the 4 fields that we've lost. So, and then they were ones that we used last year, and we threw them in just because they were there. But as it is, we went out putting the flags. Put it this way, we've got nearly 800. I'm going to get told off again. Oh, you've given us too much. We've got 800 acres of land this weekend.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that.
You know how many fields I actually went in last week, Adrian?
No.
4 fields, because there was that many and they were that widespread.
Well, there's
4 fields.
There's 22 fields this weekend. So
That's
I know, and it's too much. It is. But I'd rather people moan at me for having too much than not enough.
How many is for Sunday, Gary?
There's 5 fields for Sunday. And I'll tell you where it is. If you remember where we were camped last year and everybody was looking at the top of the hill to see all the fields being cultivated, we've got those. And we've actually got a parking area at the top for Sunday where people can drive up the hill, park on the top. We put a toilet up there so people can drive up there and get onto the fields a lot easier than having to walk up that
drive
hill.
up there for a week.
Or drive up there for a week.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But we have got a couple of here this weekend. If the weather, touch wood, we're actually looks like we're going to miss a lot of it. It's changed a bit, but we've got day parking, I should say, on hard standing, and we'll work it all out over the course of the weekend. But it's all hypothetical, depending on the weather. But actually, to be fair, it's not looking too bad now. It's not raining here at the moment. The wind's not really an issue,
but it does keep dropping off.
So
just out of interest, Gary, if I turned up in my 6-ton monster truck, not a monster, but there is the ability to get towed out, isn't there?
Oh yeah, we've got facilities if you need to. But to be honest with you, it's rock hard pasture. It's easy to put the tents in. It's permanent grass that we're on. The landowners told us that it's very good drainage here. But the only thing he's asked us, and the parking marshal to sort it all out, he doesn't want tram lines made in the fields by cars going over the same area. So we're going to have to we'll work it out. It's a big camping field, and just listen to the parking marshals and they'll get it all sorted for you tomorrow.
On the marshals, by the way, Adrian, I've been asked to give them a shout out for the fantastic job that they all did last weekend as well.
I took all the at the end of the day, the marshals at the RCM are just unbelievable people. They're my closest and personal friends, and I'm very proud to call them friends. And what you don't realise is they give up so much of their time for free to do this. This is 2 weekends on the trot they've given up now. And Mike here,
he's 27. He's working all the time. He's got so much work on his workplace, and he's still here.
It's just, I can't speak highly enough of them because they do such a good job. And I had the chief executive from the farm come down personally last Sunday to say how impressed they were with how the event was run. He said, we have a lot of different types of events on the estate, ranging from horse trials and whatever. And he said, we just couldn't believe how well organized and how well run it was, and how all of you have done such a brilliant job. And he said, I've come down here to personally apologize for the one individual who tried to cause a bit of an issue. And the sad thing was they weren't even the landowner. So
am I right in saying, Gary, as well, that a lot of credit goes to the people last week for leaving it so tidy at the end of the event? I
made a point of saying on my talk last week how incredibly proud I was of everybody who attended. The whole filling was exemplary. Very good. We hardly we didn't pick up hardly the odd little bit floating around. It was left, and the estate manager came on the Sunday in the evening when me and John are always the first to arrive and the last to leave, and he could not believe the camping field. He said it's like you were never here, apart from a few lines in the ground from the cars. And he actually made the point by saying, he goes, if you look at a music festival camping field after the event and you compare it to a metal detecting rally after the event, on a music festival you can't even see a blade of grass because there's just tents and crap lying everywhere. It was just and the people who came last week and the guests who come were just exemplary, and they were brilliant, and they did the respect for the land and the respect for the site, and it's
their own rubbish,
taking their rubbish away. It's just absolutely brilliant. And all I can ask you guys and girls who are coming this weekend, just carry on with that, because you don't realize how much of a help that is to me when I'm looking for other estates, because landowners talk to each other. Farm managers talk to each other. In fact, the farm manager who's coming this weekend has already told me that he's made contact with another estate nearby who he knows the farm manager very well, and things are looking good. We might pick up another piece of land because of it.
I was going to say something that was really, really interesting. Then it's gone.
Isn't it all interesting?
Always interesting. I forgot what it was.
I think Gary, cracking job this year so far with No Frills. What's happening next year? Because people,
Gary, what? The people are watching, Gary. They demand an answer.
I can't say too much, but
he's like a politician, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll answer any other question. But look, we've got plans for next year, and the one thing I will say is there will be no big rally next year. We will be doing a minimum of 3 no frills again next year. We're working on sites. We're working on. It's too early in this. We haven't even got the 3rd one over yet. We got to get this weekend out of the way, and then we will start. Then we'll start working on next year. And we're already got a lot of hands in a lot of different baskets. We're trying to get sites together. But one thing you can be assured of is the RSM will return next year in the same capacity it has been this year. And then just remember that the year after is the centenary of my father's passing, and we've got plans, but that's as far as I'm going to say. But just watch this space, because next year we'll be back with the no frills,
and that'll be. I've been assured, and I'm sure he'll slap me for saying this. That'll be the naked detecting rally that we've been on about for a while, Adrian. Which I know you've been desperate to be part of.
But we've got lots of things in discussion at the moment, and obviously, Adrian, you know all about the plans and certain plans that that we're working on. But the RCM for the next 2 years will be we're going to be definitely on next year with the no frills, and it will be very similar setup to what we've got now. With the amount of people coming to each no frills. In fact, I've had people come up to me and say they prefer the no frills. They find it a lot more laid back and easy going, and less. And and so, but next year will be exactly the same setup as what we've got at the moment. And then the year after, watch this space.
I remembered what I was going to say. So James Barnes was there. I pointed him, from my perspective, as I'm no expert in archaeology, but I pointed him to a field, some interesting things that I thought about the field. Did James go out?
Yeah. One of the stipulations last week was we had to have some kind of field archaeologist on site at all times. That was in the contract. And we had the geophysics there in case anything, because last week's site was very, very not sensitive, but it was an area that had been earmarked on maps as a lot of potential burials, maybe buildings of some kind. They don't know obviously what period they were from, but there was a lot of areas that has a lot of potential. None of the area had been scheduled, but it had been earmarked for potential investigation. And that's why we had to tick a lot of boxes last week, and that's why I was so stressed, because it was one of the hardest rallies of all the rallies that the RSM have done, and all the sites. And I'm talking about even the big rallies. That was the most stressed I've ever been in getting it on for people. The amount of these guys Mike knows how much stress I went through to get that on for you guys last week, and you guys who came did your bit. You were brilliant. I can't fault at all. You all helped to get that event running as smoothly as we could, and especially the area that we were on. We were very lucky to be in that area, and the finds proved it. We did have a lot of good finds come up.
Did any fibulas come up?
Quite a few. Did you find one?
No, I didn't find a Roman fibula.
No, you did find.
Oh no, I found an Iron Age fibula, Adrian.
Sorry, we got interrupted there. I don't know what happened. Internet. We're back.
Oh, back. Thank God, gosh, for that. Yes, I did ring you when I was in, and you didn't believe me, did you? When I actually rang.
Sorry, got problems with the internet there, Dave. Talking about fibulas.
You're not there.
We're back. We're back.
The Sunday fields produced some really good, diverse finds. We had a Bronze Age chisel. We had a couple of Bronze Age bits. We had plenty of hammered off of the Sunday fields. There was a few Romans. Yeah, there was a little ring, wasn't there?
Lovely ring.
Le 10 Iron Age brooch.
Yeah, there was a Norman ring found that is now currently. I've had all the paperwork from the British Museum, so we've sent that off. There was a Posey ring, but we're not too sure of the age. It might fall outside the 300 years, but we're not too sure. But it's been the guy. We're back. Messaged me today to say that it's been recorded now with his local flow. So yeah, it was. I think it was very, very good weekend last weekend. You know, we as I say, it was really good. But this site again, whoever came to the No Frills here last year know of all the finds that came up. You know, we had a brilliant event.
We had a bunch of gold states, as I was saying. We're several fields away from one in particular, which isn't being used this weekend.
Yeah.
But that's I can. Well, if it wasn't dark, I can see it.
But the state, you know, we had a diverse find of a few states found over a large area.
No, it was a large. I know it was a large area, but what I'm saying is predominantly one did bring up quite a few in itself.
Yeah, there was a few found, and you know that was like a 75, 80 acre field, and there was a few nice bits and pieces. So we are on that estate, but we're in a different part of the estate this year. But we're still slap bang in the middle of you know, it's got a lot of potential. So
I'm coming tomorrow, Gary. What's the history of the area?
Around here, everything. We've got Saxon settlement not too far away. There's Roman settlements all over this part of the world, and a lot of medieval history as well. We're right, pretty much slap bang in the village. So, and the village dates right back. So again, obviously, we can only put you on the land. We can't guarantee you finds. But
and in the grand scheme of things, as the olden day historic man travelled, you know, you're not far from White Horses, you're not far from Avebury, Stonehenge, etc.
Exactly.
You're in a direct corridor for anything. So
there's a lovely ridgeway along the top.
Yeah,
the ridgeway is literally you know, now we have got permission to detect the slope going up to the ridgeway. Now, if there are any hardcore metal detectorists who want to go and detect the slope as you go up, it's quite steep.
You want one leg longer than the other.
So keep your eye out for any flint artifacts and such like as well.
Yeah, you can go on that slope if you want. I personally
can. I go up it right with a piece of cardboard and then come down on it.
Yeah.
Bring some cardboard, Adrian.
So you got but there are a lot of old trackways that you can see in the hill that people have used over the centuries to move cattle up to the top of the ridgeway. So you know, but personally, I'd be on the flat ground underneath, because you've got a mixture of beautiful flat cultivated soil. You've got a little bit of work down stubble where they've actually direct drilled into the stubble, and you've got a couple of pasture fields if people like pasture. But put it this way, the Friday field, Mike, is what, 70 acres.
It's a beautiful field.
It's huge. Yeah. It's huge. So, you know, you could put a whole rally on that for the weekend just on its own. You really could. So, you know, but I'll probably get into trouble for having too much.
Can I have a lift?
What, on the quad?
On your quad?
Yeah,
thanks,
you probably need it.
We got a question here for Wayne. Did you manage to bring some wood for that box?
You bring some wood for someone, or is someone bringing some wood?
Nick, I'll sort you tomorrow, mate. Rosewood.
Yeah, rosewood we were on about last week. He'll sort you. Might not be wood, but he'll sort you.
We've got Nick here, Nick Berry. No. Wow, I've got that.
Not Nick Berry from Heartbeat.
We've got this man here. And
me?
No, the back. Look at him. Wayne.
You're pointing at me.
Wayne. I don't think I am. Or that way. Wayne, get him up front, because this man deserves a big shout out in the hobby. I don't think he's a hidden gem in the hobby.
Come on, let's sit on my knee, Wayne.
Is it safe?
On my knee. It's always safe. I put my hand up like a ventriloquist, but you'll be all right.
Wayne.
Yes, Adrian?
Do a lot. You're right, mate. You do a lot for the hobby, and you've done something amazing this year for Rodney Cook. Could you just tell us in your own words what you've done this year?
So basically, last year I made a Viking cabinet for the Rodney Cook event, and obviously got auctioned off. This year I made a gigantic Roman cabinet, coin trays, everything, drawers, and a big Roman, what's it called? Armor, that's the one. So yeah, I do it every year, and I'll be continuing to make them every year for Gary and the fabulous event. And again, everything I do is to raise money for the charity.
And your background, Wayne, with that going.
Don't forget, it's Wayne's cabinet is going on to lockdown competitions next week, so you can enter to win it. And if you come to the rally this weekend, you will see the cabinet in all its glory on prime display in the tent in the marquee area. And it's going on to lockdown competitions next week, where you can enter to win it. Effectively, because it's an online auction, the RCM couldn't do it because it's a form of gambling, and you've got to have a gambling license. So Gary Smith and his pals at Lockdown have agreed to help us again this year. They did a competition for us last year, but this year Wayne's cabinet, we felt, was just too nice an object to just go into one of the raffles. So we thought it would be better if it was on its own standalone competition, because it wouldn't have done it justice if we just put it into a normal raffle. So we thought about doing an online raffle ourselves, and then obviously when we looked into it, we realized that technically you've got to have a gambling license because it is a form of gambling. So we decided that we didn't want to put ourselves into any risk of getting into any trouble. So we obviously, like, as you know, at the RCM, we do it the right way. So we made contact with Gary Smith again, who didn't even need to think twice about it. He said, of course we can help. We can do something. Wayne then liaised with Gary with some nice photographs. And I had a message from Gary today to say that they were going to, once we've got this weekend out the way and people can see it again, because it has been on display at all 3 No Frills this year, it will be going up next week, Wayne, isn't it? Yeah. So, and then it will be online for a certain period of time where you can buy tickets to win it. And, you know, I'm sure it will do us proud, because last year I think we raised over £1,000, wasn't it?
Yeah,
with your cabinet last year.
And if you're not following the RCM on any of the social media, we will obviously give you the links for that.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's live.
Yeah, once it's all up and running, the Big Detecting Show will share the link. The RCM will share the link around all the Facebook pages and everything that we follow. And obviously we'll put it up on, Adrian, you'll put it up onto the RCM website.
Yeah, so please, everyone, get your money in when it does get up live next week. Every little helps. Yeah, absolutely. You know, it all goes, as you know, the RCM is all about raising money for worthy causes. So, you know, let's hope that, I'm sure it will, because it's such a lovely object. I think people will be desperate to win it.
Adrian, are you still there?
Are we talking to ourselves?
I think we are. Said,
How long
oh, there it is. He's back.
Right. So we're just about to do.
Did you clean the curry up? Yes, it's Adrian's wall. This is going to be a difficult one. No prizes this week because I'm going to be hovering over the comments, which I can't see very many.
Whoever gets it right gets a free RCM No Frills ticket for next year to the rally of their choice.
There you go, Adrian. So this is going to be a bugger. Yeah. So please bear with. Now it's a one-word answer.
Are we big screen?
Yes.
I can hardly see it.
Me and you a little screen. And then there's obviously the numbers.
Yeah.
Gary, Mike, and Wayne can pick the numbers. I'm going to keep my eye on the scroll, which it's very small on here, so I apologise in advance.
Choose the first number.
My lucky number is 26. Is it there?
We got a 20.
Yeah, we got a 26. We got up to 32, so 26. It's a one-word answer.
Wayne, you go next, mate.
Dave, do you know what it is?
Yeah, you sent me the picture before.
Yeah.
And Donna took umbrage because she said, no, it's not.
I'll go number 3. Tomorrow's event.
I'm not reading everything out. I'm just keeping up with them on a very, 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 very small.
I'll tell you, I'll go full hog and go number 20, right in the middle.
It's not an owl. Everyone's saying the same answer.
Well, you'll go next, mate. Pick a number.
Number 11.
We've got somebody who's close, but the answer hasn't been come up yet.
Well, I'll go 19 then. Got to, haven't you?
Oh my! What's that?
There's more. There's more to the right. There's more to the right.
Slow down answering,
Is it
people.
10? Second row down. Is that 10? 9? Yeah, I'll go 10.
Sorry. Where's my mouse? Oh, hang on. Got problems here.
We know that, Adrian, but you just keep on pressing the button. We've got some
Go on then, Wayne.
Go.
close.
24.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, going full hog over there, look. No. I'll go 15, Aid.
It's a one-word
24.
answer.
Mike?
20. Is that 27 on the bottom one there?
27.
Yeah,
I
27.
don't even know what an appreciation is.
I'll go 12.
I know what that is. Can you guess? Can we guess what it is?
No,
No.
because you're coming to the yard.
22, Adrian.
The rally would fall apart without you, Mike.
It's not nutcrackers. I don't know what an excruciation is.
I'll go for number 4.
It's not scissors. It's not a buckle. It's not a buckle.
23.
Thank you, Paul Tongue, for the present last week. Very much appreciated. It's not a key. It's not a harness.
It's got to be number 30.
It's not a turret.
Number 38.
It's not tweezers.
Is it on
It's not cuffs.
number 18 when you're ready?
It's not a mount. It's not a clasp. It's not a buckle. It's not a hair clip.
That could-
It's not a strap end. It's one word answer.
It's got to be 32.
It's not the boss. That's Adrian.
Go on, you guys.
It's not a pommel.
32, Aid.
It's not a buckle. It's not a key. It's not a ring.
Oh, shit.
Adrian!
Adrian!
You balled it up again. God.
Every time. Well, no
You know that
one
name you
got it.
call your son, mister?
They're all going to get it.
Yeah,
I can't
I
afford
know.
to give away that many tickets.
Oh, it's an incomplete cast copper alloy.
Tell you what we'll
furniture
do.
fitting for a
When
keyhole.
Dave's back at home next
Right.
week, when Dave's back at home next week, we will carry the kind gesture from Gary over to next week when Dave's home and can control it a little bit better. Adrian.
Well, yeah.
No, it's come up. He's made it.
Those who are listening on a podcast, which is quite bizarre for this, but it's an incomplete cast copper alloy furniture fitting for keyhole, possibly from the Roman period.
A lot of people did say keyhole, but what does it say on the thingy, Adrian?
Roman
I tell you
keyhole.
what I'll do. That whoever said keyhole first gets a ticket, and I'll give
Can't
another
say.
ticket away next week.
Can't say.
Oh, who said
Can't go
keyhole?
back.
Okay.
You sent one to me before, and it said lock, and that says lock on it.
Oh,
Adrian.
I'll be diplomat, right? So
No.
I'll give away 2 tickets. Whoever got close this week, and then you can have another one next week. All right?
We'll sort it out next week, Adrian.
Philip
Long.
Wills. Philip, have you been to a Rodney Cook rally out of interest?
I think
Why
it was
do you-
actually no, it wasn't. I think it was somebody else. It wasn't that person.
Don't forget as well.
Someone at your door, Wayne.
Don't forget we've got
That'll
6 metal detectors to give away tomorrow in the raffle, which is taking place at 1 o'clock on Sunday. 1 o'clock on Sunday. Remember that, 1 o'clock on Sunday,
1 o'clock
Not 2
on
o'clock
Sunday,
Saturday.
and the odds are really good. If
And
buy a
you
ticket.
will also have this weekend. You'll have the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the bar.
You'll have
burger
the
van.
burger van. Graham Dempsey's coming down
Graham
Saturday,
Dempsey's
Sunday.
coming down. We got Seb from Regden coming.
Oh, great! Is he
Oh,
selling
good.
things?
I don't think so. I
Oh,
think
right.
he's just coming as a guest.
I've brought a few bits from Dave's fantastic. What's my marvelous
Hang on.
Emporium? I've got some bits there.
Hang on. Got a video. Last weekend's RCM, someone got a bit excited at your rally, Gary. Do you know about that?
Did you know about this, Gary? This
No.
is somebody getting far too excited last week.
What about the RCM?
Roll VC.
I can't wait.
It's not like a hand dryer.
You do know that Dave's behind you.
That's got to come out on the
Yeah,
Bobby
there you
version
go.
of the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Donna's ass. Thank you for swearing.
Can you tell her your
Yeah,
friend?
I think it's on it.
It was Lady Martin, and she'd done a little wee.
I thought for one horrible minute then you were going to put the video up of me getting a massage by a drunk Polish lad.
Oh, you don't mind that.
I told you about Gary and his masseur. I wasn't fibbing.
I think that.
I thought about it.
It's not like a hand dryer.
You do know that Dave's behind you.
That's got to come out on the
Yeah,
Bobby
there
version
you
of the
go.
show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do
So
you know what I
that's
love
fire
about
then.
that? Do you know what I love about that? The
She
quote.
didn't know I was
Do you
doing it.
know- No, do you know Dave is behind you? It's like big mistake. Oh, sadler. But anyway,
Send to Adrian. Send to Adrian. Send to Adrian.
yeah. I'll put that on
Almost
the
as
show.
fast as you sent a picture of your fibula to Adrian.
Send to Adrian.
Oh, we've lost connection there. Sorry if you're watching the show tonight, and we might get them back. Yeah, we got.
I was
them back
being
now.
nice then.
Sorry,
I'm asking a nice, genuine question.
Gary was talking.
Hold on.
he
Hold
said-
on.
Gary said the F word.
Friend.
No.
What on live? Did I just say it now?
No.
Oh, fibula.
Fibula.
I thought you went fuck.
Oh, we've lost connection there again. We're back again.
Anyway,
Mike.
Mike. I know you're only 27, but how many years have you been detecting?
32 now.
32. So he's been detecting since he was -5.
He used to use 2 pieces of stick like divining rods.
What would it be? But some of the machines that we to start with were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go about 2 inches, and that was a good machine.
I've got one in the house.
Yeah.
Mine only goes 2 inches.
That's it.
Gary, we're not talking about your sexual pleasure.
No, but yeah. I've been to every one of these as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since Gary said it.
Are you a member of the club as well, the same club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't read it. I'm over here.
No.
Got no glasses on. Throwbridge and District Metal Detecting Club.
Yeah, Mike's been with us right from the very beginning. In fact, the quad bike's been with us right from the beginning, hasn't it, Mike?
Well, more or less. Yeah. 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 I bought that, and the next thing, it was coming to the events, as a help out sort of thing. The only thing really you can get across some of the fields to.
Yeah.
When it was summer and you were dropping nearly without water.
When we were over at Temple.
Yeah. You really needed a drink. Some people were leaving site without a drink. Next minute they were
Going up into the fields without even a bottle of water. It's a little bit
a
weird.
bit dangerous, really.
Yeah.
So Mike had his Red Cross on, and I don't
I
mean
was on the back of the quad
Temple.
bike throwing them at people.
I will
Can I do that this weekend?
Trowbridge Metal Detecting Club website is really good. It shows their finds every month. So if you go on TDMC,
Is that our Claire with the hair online?
Yes, it is.
Claire with hair.
See you tomorrow, Claire.
Oh, we're bonkers, Claire. We're bonkers. Claire's bonkers.
Not know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe. Oh God, bloody hell, Dave.
Claire will be there tomorrow. Don't worry, keeping us all
And
happy.
Maggie. Maggie's
And
here
Maggie.
as well.
Hello, Maggie. See you tomorrow, babe.
Babe.
Yeah, she's the babe of the
Babe.
group. She's babe of the group.
youngest one.
Whoa. Mason's the new babe.
Oh yeah, yeah. And tell you what, speaking of Mason, Dave's kid, he was absolutely brilliant last week. He was still parking people at 11 o'clock in the evening in a t-shirt. Flip flop.
We're from the north.
Yeah.
We're not at the wall, but we're at the north.
He had a pair of flip flops on, a vest top, and a pair of shorts. And I'm thinking, oh my god! And he was still out there parking people, saying they're still coming in.
Cold with 2 coats on. I just left that talking to him.
But he was brilliant.
He was 13 yesterday, and he's 6'1".
Yeah. And then he went home on Sunday and competed in a rugby match after doing all of that and won.
His first ever rugby match,
really?
Which he won 10-2, and he scored his first ever 2 tries, which are hilarious because being 6'1" and 12 years old at the time, people were actually trying to tackle him, and it was hilarious. Air was taken by many, many children.
After marshalling on the weekend, he went home and competed in a rugby match. Mind you, he is only 13, so he does have a lot of energy.
Yeah, but he hasn't moved the rest of the week.
No, he's not 13, is he?
13 yesterday.
Did he do his Kevin where he appeared from the back of a sofa?
Ooh, no, he was already there.
Dave,
I hate you.
Dave, Steve Cord, I've got PTSD from Mason's shoe size.
He's 13 years old now, and he's a size 13 shoe.
Mike says he's got somewhere to go, but he's in the middle of a field in the dark.
I'm going to get a drink.
Mike's going for a poo now.
No, I'm not.
Kerno Fishing Grant, thank you for joining the chat. Nice comment there. New person there, all good. We have our regulars who join the show, and more importantly, me and Dave and Gary and everyone really appreciate you joining us tonight. So
Adrian,
if you like it, come back.
Got to give mention as well. In the I've edited the synopsis for the show tonight. There's a lot of people asking last weekend that they'd like to donate to the cost for the show. As you know, the podcast is now sponsored by Metal Detecting News. And a few people were saying, listen, you shouldn't be putting all this expense. So I relented, and I've done one of these buy me a coffee things, which basically will go for the upkeep of the StreamYard part of the show. So if anybody would be interested, because they did ask at the weekend, if you look in the synopsis for this show where it says Dave and Adrian are joined from the RCM, etc., at the bottom of that, there's the link to the buy me a coffee thing. Because it's the only thing I could find that fitted.
We're not going to set fire to the campsite.
We're not set up. This year, can we make a Christmas party?
I think people do forget.
Wayne's just asked, can we do a Christmas raffle? However, there are things I will talk to you about off air that may be taking place.
We've got the biggest. Dave, can I say this?
No, sure. It's not. I've got things to talk about over the weekend.
It's going to be the world's biggest.
Listen, you won't tell us about the new MyLab machine. You can shut up about this one, mister.
If you want to watch,
I feel like you keep trying to tell me get to reveal what we're up to.
Watch tonight. Subscribe tonight. We are going to have. I can honestly say this: the world's biggest metal detecting raffle on live. I can honestly say that for free. It's all free. It's not going to cost you anything. I'm right, am I? Am I right?
I don't know what you're on about, mate.
It's secret, but we have got a hell of a bonanza show at Christmas.
We have.
God. And I've got to be careful because the big man's watching.
I will break your ribs with a squeeze at the weekend if you do say anything.
I'm not getting involved.
I won't say anything. I'm just saying, if you watch
Gary
this show,
I'm Kofi Annan between you two.
Who's Kofi Annan?
Does anybody know who Kofi Annan is? By the way,
well,
you do.
Of
our age.
All I can say, heart and chest, if you watch this show tonight, subscribe, follow us, because if you don't, you will hell of a miss out at Christmas.
You guys
Massive.
took one hell of a battering. You took
Yeah.
one hell of a beating.
No, I haven't
famous
said
speech,
anything.
Oh, right.
I haven't said anything untoward. I've just said
Very, very bad.
subscribe to the show tonight. Give us a thumbs up.
Tomorrow.
Thank you, Mike.
We'll be,
Mike needs to go to the toilet.
No, I don't. I need to get a drink.
Mike's going for a poo now, so you'll see
He's
him
got
over
his
the
torch
weekend.
and he's got his hedge.
He'll be the one with the quad.
Yeah.
Mike's going for a poo. Dave,
And don't forget to not arrive before 11 o'clock. Detecting starts at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Aren't they owls, Ace?
Yeah.
We had one come on the show before. Had a little chat. Yeah. It's in the tree over there having a chat.
They're listening to you, look.
He's thinking, who's that? Oh, sorry, there.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Thanks, Mike. See you tomorrow.
I'll be over in a minute, Mike.
Bye,
Put the
Mike.
kettle on.
Yeah, I know. I just put the light on that.
Don't trip over that guide rope.
And I'd offered you a drink, mate.
Oh.
Gary's
we got new people in the chat. Stocky Stocks. Where do we need to follow, subscribe? So if you're watching on Facebook, like us and follow us.
If you're on Facebook, the Big Detecting Show Facebook group is the best. Although we stream via the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine because it's got a bigger reach. Otherwise, YouTube, just look for the Big Detecting Show. You'll find us on there. As I was saying about the coffee before, it's been one or two. Carl Ellis and Graham Dempsey bought us a coffee this week. Very much appreciated. And if anybody else does want to do that, it's all in a good cause because it pays for us to do this. So thanks.
Is there any other questions for me before I depart?
Gary,
Got one more.
what's that sticking out of your trousers? What's that sticking out of your trousers?
Got
Oh,
one
it's his
more,
wallet.
Gary. Sorry, just in the chat. What type of toilet paper is in the toilets?
Sandpaper.
I think they're on about ply.
Apply. Okay.
Put it this way, Adrian. I went in the toilets. Oh no, that was in the pub.
Apparently,
They
we
had
had the
nice
cleanest
toilet paper.
toilets at the rally ever last week.
Yeah, there's spotless.
As far as I know, long, strong, and very, very soft.
From Costco or Macro.
Yeah.
Macro's
No,
finest.
it's not abrasive.
Premium Macro toilet loo roll.
Yeah.
And
Not a great
very good
toilet.
comment from Nick Berry. Oh, did. He's put, please show your finds in the cabinet at the weekend,
Yeah.
as people love to see them.
100%.
Whether you're finding a 1974 dog lead
Tag.
or it's a fibula or whatever, just put
Mate,
it in the cabinet. Put
found
it in the
a
cabinet.
part of,
Show it.
Mason found a part of a medieval mount, and he was thrilled, absolutely thrilled that it went into finds cabinet.
Yeah.
He's found something that was, medieval in itself, but to have that one thing in the finds cabinet, he thought the world. He was absolutely beside
Brilliant.
himself with
And
that.
the thing is, I know people get fed up with me saying it, but the RCM rally, we like everything done the right way, and the right way is to be proud of your finds. No one's going to take them off you. You're not going to lose them, even if you find something that is under the Treasure Act. You take it home, you record it yourself. It's the Treasure Act states that the finder is the one who has to declare it and has to record it. So we want to see your finds, and there are people out there who come to the rallies, and they might not be having such a good day as you, but it inspires them. If they see finds in the cabinet, it inspires them to go back out into the fields. They might not have found anything that particular day, but at least they're seeing finds coming off the site. So they're not going home and going, oh, I went to the rally and there was nothing found. If the finds are in the cabinet, people know there's finds out there. And it gives us a great feeling as well at the RCM to know that we put on a rally and there's finds coming up. If you put them in your pocket and don't show anyone, I don't really see the point, because
no, I
take them off you,
And it gives Doug a job.
Yeah, and it gives Doug a job because he loves seeing the finds. And Doug is like, we all know Doug now, and he he'll forget more than I'll ever know. He is unbelievable.
And he's got an amazing moustache.
And he's got an amazing moustache.
Yeah.
And his badge with Smart Arse written on it. And he is brilliant. And he can ID him for you, you know, and just please put them in the cabinet. Don't hide them in your pocket, you know, because we like to see them. That's all I can ask you guys to do.
And to be fair, the people who manage the site who come down like to see them as well.
Exactly. You know, they're lovely people here. And, you know, look at what we had last year from this site. And they don't want anything. They don't ask for anything. All they ask is that we do it the right way. So if there is any legal implications that we have to follow, the Treasure Act, you know, then we do it exemplary. And if we do it exemplary and when we do it the right way, they ask us back, or they talk to their farm friends or their neighbours, and it gives us a chance then to be put in a good light, and then we can continue the RCM for you, because without landowners we couldn't do the RCM, and by doing things the correct and proper way means that we've got more chance of other landowners seeing what we're doing, talking to their mates who have had us there and saying, oh yeah, they're a brilliant bunch and they do it all for charity, they do it the right way, we can't fault them. You know, it's your way of helping us. Like I said to you all at the briefing last week, I need help from all of you who attend as well to do things the right way. But, you know,
one thing that was very, very good last week, I think it is the landowner.
Yeah.
Collected tokens.
Yes.
And myself and many other people
donated them.
Donated the tokens. So the landowner actually, the tokens that we were finding in the field, and they ranged from all eras.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she was very happy with.
We had probably at least a dozen handed in, and we swapped them for a little gift, you know. But they were little lead tokens, daisy lead tokens, right the way through to, like Dave said, 17th century trade tokens, you know, of all shapes and sizes. And you know, we weren't asking you had to hand them in. It's if you wanted to, if it would be a nice gesture. And so many of you did. So again, thank you.
And you also had a lot of other array of finds as well.
Yeah.
So they could see what was coming off the land. People who didn't want the George III penny and such, like, they were passing them over and donating them to the landowner.
We've commissioned Nick Berry to make a display cabinet for us, and we're going to present it to the estate. You know, and we're going to put in there all the finds that were donated to us last week. And like Dave said, ranging from Georgian pennies right the way through to buckles. In fact, we've even had somebody handed in a watch that they found, like it was a Casio watch or something.
Oh yeah, that we were calling a Rolex.
Yeah. We're going to put that in there because it's all finds that were found in the fields, and it gives them a complete package, I suppose. You know, it gives them a full range from different eras right the way through, from like modern watches to buckles, to a few Roman coins. Somebody gave us a hammer to put in there, you know, and it was brilliant because we can then present that to the landowner so they can see, you know, in that finds cabinet, a complete cross section of all ages of finds that were coming off of their field. So it's little things like that that can go a long way to us continuing with the RCM.
Does that mean tomorrow
Gary,
Nick's going to put something in the finds
Well,
cabinet?
Sid and Nick normally put in iron. And because that's what they find.
Gary, just got in the chat. Are you still raising funds for that young lad again?
Yes, yeah. This year, we're all obviously we're continuing with the cancer charities that we support. We've got the Dyson Cancer Centre, as we all know. The girls and boys have been joining us every year. You know, they'll be here tomorrow representing their charity that we support. And that was when my father was treated, as you know. And that's where my dad passed away. So we continue that support. You know, we all know now, we had a consultation and treatment room named after the Rodney Cook Rally at that new building in the hospital. They've actually, the amount of money that we've raised, they've actually named the room after us, and the plaque is on the wall. So that will be there forever. You know, it's amazing how many people will get treated in that room, and they'll be called to the Rodney Cook Memorial Rally room. You know, which is fantastic. What a legacy for us. And on top of that, yeah, it's brilliant. You know, we're also raising funds. This particular site, they ask us if we can donate to Countryside Learning. He will be here all over the weekend. And for those of you who can't remember them, they give the opportunity to children who come from inner cities, you know, real hardcore housing estates in the centre of big cities, who never, some of these children have never even seen, believe it or not, they've never even seen a proper country field or anything. They've lived their whole lives in inner city, and this charity allows them to experience the countryside, and it's countryside learning. So we're going to contribute that, because we always like to support the farmers' charities if they have one. And yes, we are the young lad who came to the Bath rally with his family. He is local to this area. He actually comes from the town that me and John live in, and we saw his story in one of the local papers. And he was born 27 weeks premature. The result of that was severe brain damage, bless his little heart. And because of the severe brain damage, that led to cerebral palsy, bless him. So not only does he have brain damage, he also suffers with severe cerebral palsy, and he needs a wheelchair every year. As he grows, obviously you need a bigger wheelchair, and he needs specialist treatment to help him to live a full life. So we felt compelled that we wanted to try and do something to help, because they were struggling. I made contact with a local paper, who then explained to me, you know, the family. So I reached out to the family, and they came to the Bath rally, and we all met him and his family. And we are making sure this year that the RCM donate enough money to purchase his wheelchair and to help with his treatment. So yeah, so that's one of the things that we're doing this year.
Oh, ignorance, Wayne. Look at him. He's like a kid on his phone. He's playing Candy Crush there.
I'm not.
But it's the Welsh version.
So yeah, he's an amazing little lad. And my heart went out when I saw his story, and both me and John put it to the rest of the RCM, and it was a no-brainer for us, really, you know. And we also made an announcement onto the Facebook page to include everybody who's part of the RCM and comes. And we never had one objection, because, you know, if you saw him at Bath, you'd understand he's such a cute little lad, and no one deserves to, you know, at his age. It's just sad. So if we can help him with that, then brilliant. So we will get, once we've done all the adding up and everything else, his story will go onto the Facebook page and on the website, and you know, and a photo of him, you know, and his family, and you know, they couldn't thank us enough to be. They were very shocked and quite emotional when I spoke to them, and when they came to the event to see that we were doing that to help them. And yeah, they were quite, yeah, it was quite nice to see their reaction.
I think Gary, your dad, Lisa, your wife, and everyone would be so proud.
Is that
So
Lisa, your
proud.
wife, or Lisa, your wife?
Your wife, and all the people who support RCM. We've got Wayne sitting there in the background,
Exactly.
who's quite
It's just
sheepish
amazing.
and quiet, and he does so much for RCM.
Yeah, but you're also forgetting you guys.
And
the
yeah,
show.
we're nothing. We
No,
just sit here drunk every
you
Thursday night, chatting away. But people like you, Wayne, Lisa, the Marshals, everyone who supports RCM, we are so proud to be part
I
of it.
include
Aren't we,
all of
Dave?
you. I include all of you, and Adrian, you got to blow a little bit of smoke up your backside. You do an awful lot with the website and all.
You've just said that he has to smoke blow, and that could get you arrested.
Yeah, he never takes.
Adrian, I've always
this is a children's program.
I say this every year. Adrian is very modest, but he does an awful lot with the website. He does an awful lot with the tickets. You know, whenever you email you speak to either Lisa or Adrian, and you know, Adrian is worked wonders with the website for us, and he does. You know, he if I email him at any time of day and ask him to put some
right, yeah.
show supports us right from the very beginning, and you all help promote us and do a lot for us. So we thank you for that.
You know, when you ring him, he doesn't answer his phone on purpose.
Yeah, I know.
He goes, Gary, and he texts me. He goes, Gary's ringing Dave.
And I know that you've got God. He's on again. Cookie's coming on the show again.
But it's the last. It's the last one for a year. I mean, for a bit.
End of the show. They should call it.
Do.
Me and Dave and all the Big Detecting Show team are so proud and chuffed that we're part of RCM, and thank you very, very much.
Yeah, it's like I've always said. the RCM was born from tragedy. You know, it was born from something horrific, and it was born from. And I've said this many, many times. It was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life, and it still is. It never goes away. You just learn to deal with it and get on with it. And it was a tragic part of my life that I wish it never happened. But out of that tragedy has born something incredible, which is the RCM. And the RCM now, it's something implanted in a lot of metal detectorist brains. And I mentioned this last week, and I'll say it again. What thrills me and makes me so proud is that when I see my dad's name mentioned on Facebook, in metal detecting forums, and even in, you know, forums all over, people say, you know, are you going to the Rodney Cook next week? Are you going to the Rodney Cook next year? And no disrespect to any of these people, they never knew my dad. They don't know who Rodney Cook is. They just know it is a name of a metal detecting rally. But my dad's name is going to be forever imprinted into the psyche of people who go to metal detecting rallies, and his legacy lives on. And like I mentioned a minute ago, the name plaque on above the treatment room in the Dyson Cancer Centre has got his name on it, and it's there forever. And it will always be there for as long as the building is there, and as long as people go there to be treated with cancer. It will always be there. And that has been because of everything that we've done at the RCM. And I include all of us in that. Everyone who's ever done anything, even if you just bought a ticket, even if you just attend, it's everybody. We're all part of that amazing thing that the RCM is become. And we can, you know, we pretty much now, once we've got this year out of the way, I don't think we're going to be a million miles away from donating. You know, forget raised. Raised is a different metal. You know, you raise money, but then you've got money to come out of that for expenses. But we have pretty much now donated nearly £500,000. Donated £500,000. And there are people alive today. There are literally people alive today.
Got a round of applause, standing ovation,
Yeah.
3 people.
I had that from the cancer charity itself, who told me categorically that there are people alive today because of the money that we have raised. It doesn't get any better than that, does it? It
Say
really
it
doesn't.
again, Gary. How much has metal detecting through RCM raised for cancer?
Donated. We've raised a lot more than £500,000, but obviously you have expenses.
Yeah, I know.
But we have literally now donated £500,000. So anyone who wants to knock us, anyone who wants to attack me and have a go at me, you can. I can always sit back and say we've donated £500,000.
Can I just say,
million.
I was just about to pluck the hairs out of Gary's legs, and he hasn't got any. He's got child's
My
legs.
hair fell out with all the stress last week.
Well, listen, we've run well past the time, our allotted time.
£500,000.
£500,000, and we'll end the show on that note. The RCM have donated £500,000.
And here's to making it 1 million, because I won't stop until we've raised 1 million. So let's keep going, guys and girls.
That's a lot. That's a lot. £500,000. £500,000. That's a lot.
Well,
Anyway.
Don't forget, if you come in this weekend, come and say hello.
Drive safe.
Drive safe. Be careful with the weather. Bring your wet stuff just in case. Come and have a chat with Wayne if you want to order any fantastically ornamental wooden things. Poke Steve, because he's got a fat neck.
He keeps poking the fire.
And it's not with a piece of wood.
And remember one thing, my dad always used to say, there's no such thing as bad weather, there's bad preparation.
Exactly.
There's no such thing as a bad fire unless you set fire to the floor around
And
it.
the campsite and everybody who walks past it.
Gary,
I got 3rd-degree burns on my legs.
So he's got no hairs.
Right, Adrian, if you're all coming this weekend, look forward to seeing you. Be back at home next week, so when we do a Adrian's Wall, I'll be able to keep abreast of what's going on properly.
And you've got a ticket to give away.
And I've got a ticket to give away on next week's show. Come and say hello. When there's people congregating, I'll probably be around with Graham Dempsey. He'll have his composite cleaning pencil stall. He's got something to tell me as well. Adrian doesn't know about. And we will see you all the weekend. And if not, we will see you same time, same place, 8 o'clock next Thursday night. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike, who's not here. And thank you, Jelly, who's probably asleep by now.
Don't forget, don't arrive before 11. Detecting starts at 1. And Adrian, what time is the raffle on Sunday?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Hooray! Thanks everyone for watching,
Thanks,
and
everyone.
highly appreciate the new viewers. Hope you enjoyed it. It's crazy, it's mental, but that's what the hobby is.